Well, good evening, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, it don't work without you guys. Man, the draft weekend is in the books, and I gotta tell you, man, it was freaking amazing. Um, the NFL has had 55 million viewers. Viewership was up 35%. 35%. I mean, damn. Can you say everybody is starved for content right now? But hats off to the NFL. They pulled it off. I thought for sure there would be some technical glitches, but it worked. I mean, we're getting used to things being a little bit different than they were before. And pulling this thing off, maybe they'll be able to pull off a season. And I'm hoping, boy, do I hope we have a season. Wow. You know what was great for me? It was great because as you're going through, you don't know what you don't know about players. Some people will say that CD is going to be, the start of another dynasty. And other people will say that Ben DiNucci, he won't make the team. But the funny thing is we don't really know. We don't really know because we had Tony Romo, who was an undrafted free agent, who put up some pretty good statistics for a guy who went undrafted. And then we've had guys, Bobby Carpenter, first round draft picks, guy we thought was going to be a great linebacker who, well, let's face it, he had one good game in his career, and that's when he played for the Lions and played against us and Tony Romo. You don't know what you don't know, but you got a lot of potential in this draft, and I love it. And you know what was fun about this? The fact that CeeDee Lamb, that the Cowboys were in a position to take a guy that the Eagles wanted. To see the Eagle fans just lose their mind because they know they need some playmaking wide receivers. They need a ball hawking receiver that won't drop the ball, that can get open. And they were dreaming, hoping, and praying for that guy. And to know that they were just a few spots behind the Dallas Cowboys and they saw him on the board, they knew for sure that the Cowboys weren't going to take that guy. And that was like a deja vu moment. Because that's where we were last year with Dallas on the clock. And the Eagles snatched him up. They're figuring, hey, they got Zach Ertz. They don't need another tight end. Yeah, and they took him. So, payback is a bitch. But for me, the best part of the draft has to be where the Eagles made the right call. They were actually really, really smart to go ahead and take Jalen Hurts. To see Eagles Nation for the second time in a row just lose their damn mind. Oh my God. That was crazy. It was insane to listen to Philly 500 rant and rave. But here's the thing, though. Some of the fans have been killing the Eagles for making that move, but I got to tell you, I think it was a great move, at least if you're a Dallas Cowboy. Because to know that the Eagles are now going to have that divisive guy, they got rid of Nick Foles, because they worried about Carson Wentz's ego. And you got to think, for poor Carson Wentz, that they keep having to prop up. Because he has to go to the stadium to play games and be reminded of that statue of Nick Foles right there in that Philly special. They could have at least tossed him a bone. They should have at least tossed him a bone and had him in with the statue there behind him, at least with the headset and the clipboard on. But they didn't even care enough about his ego to take care of that. They do have a great quarterback. And it's a great thing that they did have Nick Foles, because had it not been for Nick Foles, if they had some of the scrubs that we've had when our starting quarterbacks went down, they've been in trouble. They wouldn't have that Super Bowl ring. And looking at Carson Wentz, all jokes aside, I'm not saying Carson Wentz aside, I'm saying all jokes aside. The reality is for the Eagles, you have to take into account that guy gets injured a lot. 3 years in a row, his season has been shortened. That's not good. And quite frankly, as much as they talk about my quarterback, Dak Prescott, it's kind of funny that in the 2018 season, that guy was 5-6. That guy had one win against a team that actually had a winning record by the end of the year. And at the time, the Colts didn't. The Colts went on a hot streak to end the season. Had it not been for Nick Foles coming in and winning 3 games in a row, you guys would not have been in the playoffs. So, in retrospect, as you guys keep talking about, the Cowboys don't really trust in Dak Prescott. They haven't paid him. Well, now Carson Wentz has got a guy in the rearview mirror. And I love the company line. And I love the way all you Eagle fans are trying to spin this. Oh, he's going to be trade bait. We're quarterback developers. We're going to go ahead and just develop him. And we're going to trade him. But I got a question for you on that. I got a real question. How's anybody going to know that you've developed him unless he's actually playing? You follow me? See, I understand the premise because New England did that with Jimmy Garoppolo because Tom Brady was suspended for 4 games. He had to sit out. So they had Jimmy Garoppolo in there, played 3 games, got hurt. That gave you at least an idea that he could play. So, if your idea is Carson Wentz is my guy, and we're going to develop this guy to trade, when's he going to show that he's developed? I'm asking a legitimate question. And you got to think, you Eagle fans are a lot like my Cowboy fans. You guys are a lot like my Cowboy fans. The most popular quarterback on the team is always the second string guy until he plays. Do you know that? Seriously. Because the moment Carson Wentz throws a pick, some of y'all Eagle fans are going to be saying, put Hurt in. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. And then Philly 500. As you put it, the Folian Society, they're already ready to start the Hurts era. So, in my mind, it's a perfect move for me, for all of us Cowboy fans, because we love to see you guys in turmoil. And oh, by the way, it's also great that you didn't get a super stud playmaker like CD Lamb. Yeah. But this weekend was fun. And like all good things, has to come to an end. Maybe we've gone through the worst of this virus situation. Baseball's trying to figure out a way to open up their season, and maybe there's hope for the NFL. Well, we shall see. Whew. Well, I'm going to turn out the lights, and I'm going to go take me a shower, and I'm going to go ahead and hope I wake up in the morning. Thoughts and prayers to Ellen and her family. Her mother died from complications of the coronavirus this morning. I'll see you guys later.